So now we will understand the head and the tail functions in Pandas. So guys, basically the head function is used in order to get the top 5 rows in the Pandas data frame, and on the opposite side the tail function is used in order to get the bottom 5 rows in the Pandas data frame. So let us understand this with the help of examples over here in VS Code. So simply we are going to create a new file. In this case we will say head and tail.python file over here. Now guys, the very first statement is import pandas as pd in this case, and then after this we can make use of the external CSV file over here. So we will read this particular CSV file within the pandas data frame. So we have df, it is equal to pd followed by dot, and then we have the read CSV function. We provide the directory, that is data, and then we have the name of the CSV file, that is data.csv. Now guys, simply by default what the data frame will display, let us check that as well. So we have the df variable within the print statement. So when we run this code on the terminal, you can see that by default we are getting the top 5 rows and the bottom 5 rows as well. But guys, let us say you only want to display the top 5 rows, then you can make use of the head function over here. So simply we will make use of the df followed by dot, and then we have the head function. So when we run this code once again over here on the terminal, this time you will only get the top 5 rows on the terminal over here. So this is the purpose of the head function. You only get the specific top 5 rows to be displayed on the console. Apart from this, let us say if you only want the top 2 rows to be displayed, then simply you can pass the parameter, that is 2 over here, in order to display only the top 2 rows by using the head function. So let me just save this file now and try running this code on the terminal. So as you can see, we are getting the top 2 rows only. Now apart from this, let us say you want the top 10 rows, then once again you can provide the parameter, that is 10, to the head function. So when we run this code once again over here, so you can see that we are getting the rows from 0 to 9, that are total 10 number of rows. And then guys, similarly you can make use of the tail function as well, which will help you in order to get the bottom 5 rows by default. So over here, let me just comment out the head function and we will implement the tail function over here. So this is the bottom 5 rows along with their indices from 164 to 168. And let us say you only want the bottom 2 rows over here. Then once again, you can pass the parameter, that is 2, to the tail function. So when we run this code once again over here, you can see that the only bottom 2 rows are getting displayed. Apart from this, the bottom 10 rows can also be displayed by using the 10 as the parameter to the tail function over here. So now you will be able to see the indices between 159 up to 168, and the required columns are getting displayed over here. Now guys, apart from this, while you are displaying the rows, you can also make use of the column names in order to display only those columns. So let us say you only want the duration and the calories as well. So over here, after the tail function, within the open and close square brackets, we will have the list of the column names. So we have duration over here, and then apart from this we also want the calories as well. Make sure that you are properly providing the column names within this particular list so that they are displayed correctly. So when we save this file now and try running this code once again over here on the terminal, now you can see that we are getting the bottom 10 rows over here by using the tail function and the 10 parameter, and then we are getting the duration and the calories only. So guys, this is the way that you can access the specific columns and the rows by using the head or the tail functions over here within the pandas library. Similarly, you can provide the column names with the head function as well in order to get the top rows also. So please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.